Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and welcome to 2020, you guys. I cannot believe that it is 2020. Like, that sounds so futuristic, but like, we're here, we're doing it. I love the new year. I think it is such a perfect time to get your life together and just reset and recharge. You know, reflect over the last year of your life, see what you have done, see what you still want to do, what you want to change, and what you want to accomplish in the new year. So obviously by the title, you guys can tell that I'm going to be sharing with you my 20 goals for 2020. I feel like a lot of people set New Year's goals or New Year's resolutions for themselves and then quickly fall into old habits or just lose motivation, and it's very easy to do that. How I make sure that I stick to my goals is I kind of break them down into micro goals, take them week by week until they become habits and just a routine in your life. So if you say you want to work out more, but that's just your goal, you're just like, I'm gonna work out 3 times a week. Okay, perfect. Set the days you're gonna go, set the times you're gonna go, and find workouts to do. And that will motivate you more because you're getting in there, you're knowing exactly what time you're gonna go, exactly what you're gonna do, and it's gonna be easier that way. Once you do it for like a month or so, then it's gonna become a habit, and it's just gonna become routine for you. Also, motivation. What I always do is I think of the outcome and how good I'm gonna feel after I do these things, how good I'm gonna feel when I accomplish all of my goals, and also just slowly going into them and slowly preparing yourself for them. Like, if you want to start waking up earlier, start waking up a little bit earlier every day until your body just naturally wakes up at that time. It is currently January 6th, so we're about a week into the new year, and I just barely got to writing down all my goals and getting them in order, so I'm just going to be reading them off to you guys. I split them up into 4 different categories. I got this idea from Claudia Salewski. I split them up into work, health and body, lifestyle, and relationships. So let's get started with work. So my first goal for work is to be stricter with my editing schedule. Over the past month, you know, I was doing my own little vlogmas where I was posting 4 days a week. And with that, I had to be very strict with when I was editing, when I was filming, when I was uploading. And what I found was super helpful was editing my video all in one day and then having it done by the end of the day to go live at 8 a.m. the next day. So I just wanted to be stricter with that and more disciplined with what I have to do and just get it done on time. Number 2 is to make more inspirational and motivational videos. I decided to do this because, you know, last year I set the goal for myself that I was going to hit 100,000 subscribers. Over the past month, I kind of got fixated on hitting this one number, but really the number of subscribers that you have doesn't equal the number of people that you are reaching, and that's what matters, the people that you're reaching and the positive effect that you have on them. So for number 2, I want to make more motivational videos, more mental health videos. Number 3 is similar to the last one, but I want to do more vlogs / personal videos, just taking you guys along on more of my life, the people that are in my life, because I feel like this year is going to be crazy. I don't know, I just have the feeling, and I want to take you guys along on that and just bring you throughout my year, and yeah, just do more vlogs. I know you guys like them, I like filming them, I also like watching other people's vlogs, so next one I have, hopefully this will make sense. I'll try to explain it. But throughout the year, I really want to start thinking about other things that I want to do outside of YouTube as well to grow my brand and, you know, just explore in different avenues of what I want to create and think bigger than what I'm just doing right now. Because right now, YouTube is my only work, and although I love it, I want to start thinking about, you know, what my bigger business goals are and learn about the steps I can take to accomplish those goals in the near future. The last goal that I have for work is to explore in more sponsorships and also working with brands. So this year was like my first year getting packages from brands and sponsored videos, and that was one of my goals last year. So this year it's just to learn more about sponsorships and collaborations and possibly work with brands that I have been using for a while, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, speaking into existence, manifestation, you know. So that is it for work. My next category is health and body, and the first one I have for that is to be more mindful. This is something that I struggle with, you know, more tuning in instead of tuning out, because I feel like I could be somewhere and my mind is in 1,000 places. Mostly it is like thinking of the future and like what could happen, when most of the time those things aren't gonna happen, and I waste my time thinking about those things when I should be thinking about, you know, what is going on right now and putting my energy and attention on those things. Number 2, I put it's okay to say no. So this kind of means a couple different things. As I said before, when I promise myself something, I have to go through with it, and when I don't do it, I put a lot of pressure on myself and I kind of put myself down about it, and it's just a really bad habit that I have. My main example of this is I feel like I have to be working 24/7 and all the time, and when I have rest days, like when I don't really do anything or I kind of just lay in bed a little bit longer, I feel like I'm wasting time, and it's definitely not the case. Rest is not a waste of time. I have been trying to tell myself this for a while now, but this year is really the year I want to stop making myself feel bad that that I need rest and I need to recharge and take care of myself. Next thing, oh my gosh, all of these things are about sleep. I just need more sleep in general. It's to wake up and go to sleep at the same times every day. Recently, I go to sleep late and then I try to force myself to wake up early, and it's not a good thing. But I'm starting to like wake up a little bit earlier, go to sleep a little bit earlier to get my body used to it. Next thing is to find more dairy alternatives. I have a couple, but my main thing is ice cream. I love ice cream. I love gelato. I just want to find really, really good alternatives. Some that I can buy, some that I can make at home, and just in general satisfy that craving I have, because I always crave ice cream and chocolate and they're just not good for me. So find better alternatives. And my last one for health and body is to have no work or social media in bed. I always edit in bed. Ever since I got my laptop, I edit until I'm so tired that I go to sleep, and it's not healthy at all. Or if I'm not editing, then I'm just on Instagram or Twitter and now TikTok, and I can be on there for hours. You guys know, I feel like most people do this, but I just want to make my bed a place where I just sleep and relax and unplug. This one I'm very excited to start doing because I've seen what a difference not checking social media in the morning has done for me. So I feel like this will really, really help me get a good night's rest and go to sleep earlier. So I'm excited about that one. Okay, next category we have is lifestyle. This one's kind of all over the place, but the first one I have is just to explore in fashion more and get new and different clothing pieces. I've been doing this for like a couple of months or so, just, you know, trying to find my style and exploring in different colors and clothing combinations. So I just put this down here to, you know, keep doing that and just have fun with it. When I was younger, I had a very rough time, you know, finding my own style. I don't think I really ever had my own style. I was just following, you know, what other people did, and I didn't really care most of the time. But now I have really been loving clothes and fashion, so I just want to keep exploring in that and just have fun with it. Next thing I have is to move from my planner onto my iPad. That's the main thing why I wanted my iPad, is to put my schedule on here and have this for most of my references so I can get notifications for what I have to do and just be more organized. So I downloaded Google Calendar. Obviously right now, haven't done much. So that's a goal of mine, to completely transfer everything onto here, start using this, start figuring this out more. Next thing I have is very broad, but it's something that I need to do, and it is to be more spontaneous and get out of my comfort zone, because I love my comfort zone. I'm happy here, it's safe here, it's warm here. Nothing good comes from your comfort zone. Nothing sensational comes from being comfortable. So I just want to take more risks. Again, this is going to be something that's going to be very hard for me to do, but I think it's necessary for my work and just in life in general. Next thing is actually inspired by Ethan, and that is to find books that interest me. I'm not a reader. I've never been a reader, but Ethan was a little bookworm when he was little. Okay, I'm calling him out, but this boy reads so fast because he read so much as a kid, and I just didn't do that. And when I told him, you know, I just don't like reading, he's like, no, you just haven't found the book that interests you. I was like, okay, Joe, from you, but I'm gonna take his advice, try to find a book that interests me. I know on some people's goals, they're like, I want to read 12 books by the end of the year. I'm like, I want to read one book. I want to read one full book and understand it and enjoy it. That's my goal. Next goal of mine, if you guys know, I love my disposable camera, but I want to get my own film camera, and my goal is to finish one roll of film every single month. I was doing this for a while, but the last like 2 months I kind of fell off of it. I just finished that disposable. So my goal is to get back into it and get my own film camera and just be more serious, because I love taking pictures and just capturing different moments. If it's of people or of nature or just places that I've been, I want to capture those moments and keep those memories. Last thing on my lifestyle goals is to find a hobby. Now, this is going to be hard for me because I feel like I'm so busy already, but just something small that I like to do. I mean, maybe it'll be reading. Maybe it'll be learning an instrument. I've always wanted to learn how to play piano. Maybe I'll get into singing again, or I don't know, that's still up for debate, but I feel like I need to find a hobby, because Ethan told me this quote that was like, we live in a society now that we feel like everything we do needs to be monetized, and I totally agree with that. Although YouTube started as my hobby, and it's still my hobby, but it's also work. So I feel like I need to find something else that isn't monetized and doesn't bring me stress as well as fun. Last category is relationships. So I have 4 goals here for Ethan and I, and we actually went over these together. So the first one is to go on our first trip together. We want to travel to a new place and experience a different culture. Still up for debate where we're going to be going, but we for sure this year are going to go on our first big trip together alone because we haven't done that yet and I don't know why. So number 2 is to, it sounds silly, but get outside more. At the beginning of our relationship, we used to do a lot of like adventures and hiking and going to different like caves and like beaches, and it was so much fun. And then when we started college, we got busy and we started doing that stuff less and less, so we just want to get back into it. With that comes our next goal, which is quality time over just time. Most days out of the week, the time that we do spend together, we are working together, which is cool because both of our jobs we can do any place, anytime, but that also means that we're just working all day, every day. And you know, the time that we do spend together, it's not always quality time, it's like working together time. So to do that, we're going to make sure we're going on more dates, make sure that we get our work done before time, and if we do have to do work together, then have a little bit of time before we start working where it's just us two spending time together and connecting together. And our last goal together is to communicate our feelings more, because I tend to bottle things up all the time. I feel like a lot of people do this, but I don't always express how I'm feeling, and then I get upset when people don't know how I feel. But like, how would they know how I feel if I didn't tell them how I feel? But I have gone better at it, so this year I'm just going to continue working on it. Yeah, so those are all of my 20 goals for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to them or gave you ideas for goals that you want to set for yourself. And don't you dare for a second think that it is like a weekend, it's too late to make your goals. I already start too late. I'm always a preacher that it is never too late to start working on your goals or taking those steps. It's never too late to do something that you've been wanting to do if it's going to bring you happiness. If one of your goals is to start a YouTube channel, this is your sign. Actually, this is your sign to do any goal that you've been wanting to do for a while. Do what you want to do, because your future self is going to thank you. Let me know in the comments down below any goals that you have, anything that you've been wanting to do. I want to hear it, and wish you guys good luck on your new little journey. I'm going to be making my vision board tonight, so I'll show you guys what it is once I'm done doing it. But basically, I just take all the goals I just told you guys, find pictures that kind of like represent them, print them out, cut them up, and make a little collage on a poster board. So next clip, I'll show you guys what my vision board looks like. Alright, so it's time to show you guys my 2020 vision board. But before that, I'm going to show you my 2019 vision board. She's kind of falling apart, but this is my vision board for 2019. And yeah, so now it's time to show you guys 2020. Woo! I know they look very similar, but definitely a little bit of a different vibe. 85% of the pictures are from my Instagram Explore page. Some of them are from Twitter. Some are just from my camera roll. But yeah, just looks like that. The quotes, most of them have to do with my goals. Some of them are just like, you know, motivational boss goals. I put like cute outfits because I said I wanted to explore in fashion more. I put the airplane and different like vacation pictures to show that like I want to go on vacation this year. I really like how it came out, so that's what it looks like. I've been loving pink recently, obviously. I think I'm gonna put it right here for now. I don't really have a space for it just yet, but that's kind of cute. So yeah, you guys. Okay, Patches, I guess that's her new bed. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments down below your guys' goals for 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!